questions in the case of a Mass General Hospital medical assistant who's charged with sexually assaulting 2 patients.
5 investigators has been breaking developments in this story since last week. Let's get to our Karen Anderson right now. She's here tonight with the new concerns, Karen, now being raised by one of those victims.
And Ed and Maria, that man told police he was raped at the hospital healthcare center. And now he wants to know how this could have happened and what MGH is doing to prevent it from happening again.
He's still really in some shock about what happened. He's angry about what happened. He's hopeful that he'll get justice through the criminal justice system, but he also wants a lot of answers.
Attorney Tyler Fox represents a man who says he was raped by medical assistant Damian Knighton at the MGH Back Bay Healthcare Center.
It was a horrible thing. He went in there to get an examination from his regular doctor, and he came out being raped and sexually assaulted.
Knighton was arrested in the clinic after Fox's client reported the assault to staff and called 911. He's charged with 2 counts of rape. After seeing the News Center 5 story about the case, another man came forward to police with similar allegations. That led to another charge against Knighton on Monday. Damon, do you have any comment on the new charges against you? In both cases, Knighton's accused of bringing the patients to an exam room on his own and telling them they needed additional procedures.
The fact that someone who has very little medical training, probably no training regarding medical ethics, could be allowed, would be given the power to do these kind of things, that's what's really troubling to me.
The district attorney has asked for any other potential victims to come forward. Fox believes MGH should also be informing all of the healthcare center's patients about the charges.
I think they have both a moral and a legal responsibility to do that. Certainly, if you were going to go to a doctor's office, you would certainly want to know whether a crime has been committed, particularly a sexual assault or rape, on a patient.
Now, the state tells us they don't require medical assistants to be licensed. Mass General did not comment on Attorney Fox's interview, but did say that all appropriate hiring procedures were followed. In the newsroom, Karen Anderson, 5 Investigators.